Hi, it's Anne from the Useless Crafter. We're doing Elsa today. This is our winner number 6 from YouTube, Johana. So I hope this is helpful. I picked this image because um, I don't see this one a lot and I liked it for a number of reasons. So let me show you why. Let's make her 30 inches, my favorite size. And what I like about this picture or this image is that everything's kind of broken up into little sections. So her hair um, is in a bunch of little pieces. So I didn't love the hair because I think we're going to hate piecing all of these together. But when I was looking at it, the pieces are very distinct looking. So like for instance, this little piece, we know it goes here. All of these are kind of like different sizes. And that's important because I'm currently wrapping up the autism awareness ribbon and all the puzzle pieces are just slightly different. It was definitely difficult. So the hair won't be so difficult, but it will be in pieces. But like this whole piece right here is one, right? As is this piece. So I think it's okay. The other thing that I like that is different than some of the other images that I saw is her dress. Her dress, these little white chunks are kind of bigger than some of the ones that I saw where they were like little pearls. And that would have been like way too many pieces. Even the snowflake, this middle piece right here is a pretty big piece. And the other thing that I like too is I do think it's going to be seamless because look at the blue. It's a small enough section that I don't believe this is going to be 12 by 12, it won't be bigger than 12 by 12. The gray, this little section is 1. And then, these small little pieces, obviously not. And then her arm right here. So her face, and there's like a little break right here. So even her neck is going to be seamless. So I do think other than our black background, which is very little, right? It's just going to be all around here. You won't notice it. We'll use glitter cardstock for everything but her skin tone. I think she'll look great. So this is 30 inches. I did reduce my screen down to 25%, and that's why we won't need to scroll back and forth. So what I like to do is I'm changing it up a little bit to my actual process. I'm going to duplicate this so that we always have a visual of what she looks like. So while we move everything over, we still have this and kind of know where we're making our cuts, okay? All right, so first thing, ungroup. And we'll move all our colors out of the way because we need to deal with the black background. And let's see, are her eyes? Her eyes are a different shade of blue, but it's okay because I'll use silver. I'll have to figure out a yellow for her hair. Interesting that her eyebrows are like a brown. I'm not sure if I'm going to use if the rest of her face is a regular cardstock. I don't know if a light brown glitter eyebrow is going to be funny looking, but because it's so small, I think we can cut in both and see which one's better. I will do that. Okay, so we have our black background. Let's bring in our squares. So here's our first square. And we're going to make this 11 by 11. So go up to your size and just type in 11 and hit tab, and it will automatically make the other length 11 inches also. So the reason why we're doing that is because we're going to be slicing this black background. The black background is 22 inches by 30, so obviously too big for us to cut on our Cricut mat. So I'm using 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock for everything. So I could make this square 11.5 by 11.5, but I do like to use just whole numbers. So I like to stick with 11. All right, so let's duplicate this square. The other thing that I use with off the mat is I do like to go to my position feature over here. We're going to designate where this square is going to be exactly to a whole number. So that means this square, I'm going to take this X coordinate and make it 9. I'm just rounding to the closest whole number. It's currently, the Y coordinate is at 12.11. I'm going to make it 12. So I'm basically telling Design Space on my X axis, which is the one going across, I want it at 9 and I want it down 12. And so that's the beginning of my square. So if my X coordinate's 9 and I want to move this, oh, this is 11 inches, then this will be at 20, right? If you put your square close enough to your other one, you're going to be rounding to the closest whole number. So you don't even need to do the math. So see, it's already at 20.22. I want it at 20 and I want this at 12. All right, now that you have your set of squares flushed, just duplicate, bring this set down here, and again, same principle. If you put it close enough, you don't need to do the math. We're going to round this to 9 and round this to 23, and then duplicate that and bring that down here. Now this one, sorry. I'm getting shaky. All right, this one's going to be at 9 and 34. Oops, did I mess up? What did I do? Oh, somehow it got to 0. Okay, hold on. 9 and 34. There we go. Okay, that's okay. Oh, we'll get there when we get there. Sorry, going ahead of myself. Go over to your right-hand panel, scroll down, and which one is this? This one's right here. Okay, so her little elbow is sticking out, so I was able to grab this image and go to arrange and send it to the front. So here's my Elsa, and she is 22 inches, 0.4 across. So I'm just going to make this one, this square only, 11 and a half. And then I'm going to move her over just a little bit more so that she fits within all my squares, okay? All right. So on this one, basically, there's not that much thinking involved because all the colors are going to hide our seams, and she's basically going to be 6 pieces. Here's our first square. It's going to be this right here. So we just don't want any loose pieces hanging out. Like if she had a finger, you don't want the finger like right here by itself, and then you got to attach it. So since we're slicing, you can only slice 2 items at one time. That's going to be 1 square and the image. So you don't need, when you're using your cursor, you need to just grab enough of the 2 images. Like I don't need to go all the way to the end of that square like this. I can, but I don't need to, okay? So go ahead and slice that, but I'll show you on this next one, like how little of it that you need. Like I just need a smidge of that image, and that will pick up my two images. Sorry, my cold. All right, we're just going all the way around. We're slicing it into 6 pieces that our Cricut can cut, okay? And we're almost there. All right, I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need it. Here's our 6 pieces, and I'm just going to move her right over. And the reason why I like to do this is when we cut it on our machine and we take it off the mat, sometimes in the past, I take it off the mat and then all of a sudden I can't tell, like, is it right side up? Did I flip it? And then I'm trying to figure out where it belongs. So now if I keep it like in this order, when I take off a piece that looks like this, I know it's my left middle piece. There's so many steps to this process. Anywhere that you can have a little win, I grab it. So, okay, grab all of your slicing results like so and just delete. We don't need it. All right, let's bring in a square so that we can slice away some of our other things. So for instance, excuse me, this is her dress, right? And it looks like, I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger so we can see what we're looking at here. Her dress is 1, 2, 3. I'm going to group this as one whole piece because it's so close to each other. So it's 3 pieces, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use contour. So when we contour, if we want to break this up into 3 pieces, then we need 3 copies of it. So here's my second copy and my third copy. And let's go to contour. So I'm going to say hide all. So it kept this big piece together. And now I have this big piece together. Now, technically, we could send this to our, put it on our mat, a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. There's just a lot of wasted space. And I like to use glitter cardstock. It's a little bit more expensive. But it's worth it when you're doing, if you're doing this for a party, definitely do glitter. If it's for a bedroom, do it for, you're doing off the mat for a good reason. So let's just make it as nice and beautiful as possible and use glitter cardstock. But because we're using glitter cardstock, I also want to be efficient on my mat, sorry. All right, so this piece, go to contour. We're going to deselect this one, deselect this one. So now we're left with these 3 pieces. So later, when we go to cut this on the mat, maybe I can make this, squeeze it in, and then now we just need this little piece over here. Contour, I'm going to hide all. I want you. I don't want you. And there we have it. So now look, and I can jam that piece in here. So later when I cut it, this piece now is only 7.5 by 6. So there's still a lot left on, on the paper for another project. Okay, same thing with this. I'm going to duplicate it because I want to separate that into 2 pieces. I don't need to waste a 5.5 length for these 2 little eyes. So let's go to contour. I don't want this one. So I left this, and now I want the C, basically, hide all. I want this one. And you can use this panel too. So right now these 2 are selected. I don't want this. I only want the C. Okay, and now when I go to cut this, instead of wasting, what was it, like 5.5, now I'm only wasting 3 by 1.3 basically. Same thing with her eyebrows. So duplicate, contour. I want the left one, and now I want the right one. And now I can stack them on top of each other and cut this later. And it won't be that much cardstock. It'll be, oops, why is that doing that? Let's go to contour for a second. Oh, it has this little piece. There, we don't need that. Okay, so now this little thing, when I go to cut it, is 3 by 1 basically. All right, so that's all there. Let's look at, okay, we have our gray here. Let's see. Let's make it a little bit bigger so I can see how many pieces we have. We have 1 big piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say that's 5. All right, so let's contour, okay? So let's make this 5. So here's our second, third, fourth, and fifth. And let's go to contour and see what we have here. Let's hide all. So it left this arm right here, which is perfect. Because now this arm is 8.4 by 9.4. So it's perfect. It fits on our mat. And it's seamless, right? Okay, let's contour. Let's hide all. And let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see what we're dealing with. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we want this piece. We don't want this piece. And then that'll be our right-hand side, basically. Okay, now we're going to move over, contour, and let's hide all. Now, when you're hiding all, one is still left, right? Because if it hid everything, the whole image would disappear. So I'm going to grab these two little pieces. I don't want this now. Okay, so there's our two little pieces. And then now we just have the the left-hand side, sorry. Okay, make this a little bit bigger so we can see it. Come on. There. Okay, hide all. So we want this piece. Oops, I forgot to get rid of the piece we don't want, right? So let's go back to contour. So we want that piece, but I forgot to deselect this one. Okay, so here we go. And then let's grab, I think I want two more pieces. I want this and this. So let's duplicate this one and go to contour. Hide all. I want these two pieces together. I don't want this. So there's our two pieces. Did we grab everything so far? I may have forgotten this little piece right here. Let's add that on to these two. So go back to contour. I'm going to add that little piece. Okay, and then now we have just the arm. So contour. I'm going to hide all, make this a little bit bigger. I want this piece, and I want this little circle, and I don't want this piece. Perfect. The gray is done. We're like almost done. So we have the white we need to deal with. Let's look at her skin next. Okay, let me make this a little bit smaller. So her skin is her face, the neck, the hands, and this little piece right here. So I'm going to say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, okay? So here's our second, third, fourth, and fifth. Let's go to contour. We'll leave her ear with her face. Let's remove that little speck, her hands, and that little piece. Okay. So here's her face intact. Let's do her neck next. Contour, hide all. I want the neck, and then I don't want her face. So here's her neck. Let's get her hands. Let's see, let's hide all. Let's grab this hand. Oops. Go to contour. I forgot to deselect her face. There. All right, here's her hand. Let's get her other hand, contour. Let's hide all. We want that. Oh man, that's gonna be hard. I can make it a little bit bigger. Make it easier for myself. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay, so we want this hand. We want this little piece, and we also want this little cutout. We don't want the face. There. All right, so here's her hand, and then we just want this little piece right here. So on this one, contour, hide all, and I want just this little speck right here. Deselect her face. All right, this piece is, it's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, so while it looks tiny on this because it's only at 25%, it is sizable enough that we'll want it on our in our picture. Okay, so now what we have left is her lips. Let's get rid of this, oops, this little thing. Okay, so we have the hair left and the white left. All right, let's save it first while we're doing this. So Elsa 30 inches. Okay, so let me move these things out of the way. Let's deal with the white for now. I'm gonna bring it over here. So I feel like for the white, I'm gonna slice this into a couple different sections, like the whole face part. Let's slice that out, okay? And that way when, oh, oops, hold on. Okay, let's slice these two things out. Okay, with our slice results, you can just get rid of them. And I'm just moving this to the top. Let's look at what we have here. Let's slice this into a couple different sections. And then see what we have left. Now, do we really want to contour all those things? I always get so lazy towards the end of the project. So here's one piece. Let's slice out that. That looks good. Oh no, hold on, undo. I think my square moved on me because we're at the edge. Okay. Let's slice right there. Okay, so here's one piece, which I think we can keep this together because it's so concentrated anyway, so it's pretty efficient. The slice results we can get rid of. So we have, I basically broke it up into 4 sections, like so. I think that's good enough. Maybe this one you can slice it up a little bit more. Let me make it bigger so you can see what we're dealing with. So like this, yeah, we can slice this up into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So let's duplicate 4 and then go to contour. Let's hide all and let's keep the eye together. So here's 1, contour, hide all. Let's do this one, and this one. Remove that one. So here's our second eye. And then let's do, that's probably her teeth, right? Hide all. Let's get her little teeth. And then let's get this little flower thing that's probably on her dress. So hide all, grab that one, deselect that eye. All right, so this is by itself. Let's see what else we have. We have this is 9 by 7, and it's basically, the only thing I would probably get rid of, or not get rid of, but separate is this flower. So let's, oops, hold on, let's duplicate and contour. And let's get rid of that flower. So that's, this will keep all together. And then now let's get rid of everything but the flower on this one. So hide all, I want this flower, I don't want this. All right, so now this can go in here, save a little bit more space there. Let's see what else we have. This, yeah, we could do better with this, right? As well as this. So here it might just be easier to bring in your square and slice. So let's make this square a little bit bigger. And let's just slice. Okay, get rid of that. Let's slice out. Let's slice out this. And I'm just getting rid of all my slicing results. So see, these two now are like that. Let's bring this over and get, so you see I'm not like moving around so much. I'm just grabbing enough to slice exactly what I want sliced. Okay, so now I only have these two pieces left. If I can get this in like that, oops, let's grab it from here. Slice. So get rid of that. All right, so now all my pieces are apart. Let's look at this. What do we have here? Let's slice out this top section and see, like I'm just grabbing enough of the two images and slice. Okay, and so then now I have, we can do these three pieces down here, like so. Come on, there we go. All right, so now those three pieces are by themselves. What else do we have left here? I always regret it in the end when I don't slice things apart. So let's see, what do we have left? I know. Let's slice out there. I think we can get something there. Slice. Yep. So let's get rid of the slicing results here. And see, so now this is by itself. This is much better, right? And then this is, I feel like this we can kind of like move in later like so. So we'll leave that. So the only thing we have left is her hair. So let's see what we have with her hair. And there's her hair. So it is in 1, 2, I'll keep that as 3, 4, 5. We can keep that together as 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 pieces. So let's make this a little bit smaller. Let's bring her hair all the way over here into clean space. Let's grab her hair back because I'm going to make 9 copies of this. Okay, ready? Here's second. I'm duplicating. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. 7. 8. 9. All right. Let's start contouring. Okay. Make this a little bit bigger so we can see what we have here. Okay, let's hide all and see what it keeps. So it kept that one. Let's do this middle section and see how much we can cut together. This is pretty efficient, so I'm gonna, let's see how much we can get in here. Okay, so that's a pretty big piece. Let's see the dimensions. So 10.8 by 7.6, that's pretty good. Let's remember where we are though, okay? So let's contour. Let's hide all, make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so I think I don't remember. I think we did these two pieces. So what I want is this piece, this one, and these two. Okay, and I don't want this one. And let's see. Yes, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're doing good. On the left-hand side, we only have that last piece at the bottom. So let's hide all. And we only want this one. And we don't want this. Oh no, did I mess up? Let's make this bigger and see. Okay. All right, so I think we have her whole left side. So now we got to do the right side. So let's contour. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, hide all. And I think we went all the way to this big piece, so we don't have this piece. Let's deselect that one. Let's do that one and oops. And then we want this little crack in there. Did it work? Let's see. Yes. All right, so we have that. Let's go to the next one and contour. We're almost done. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Hide all. And we don't have this one, this one. Let's deselect this one. So here's that piece. And these are sizable pieces. I mean, that piece is 6.5 by 3.5. And then now we have, let's go to contour. Hide all. And I think we only have, I think that's it. Oops, hold on. All right, so we can get rid of this. Just delete that. All right. So when you go over here, you can look, there's no warning sign saying that it's too big. So let's save just in case. Okay, perfect. And then let's go to make it. I just want to show you what it looks like on the mat. So this is kind of crazy how they separated the white into 5 sheets. We'll come back to that. But let's look at the gray. Let's see if we can make this. Just pretend that we're going to have a 12 by 24 piece. I like doing that because what I end up doing is start messing around with this, and then you don't have to move everything over. Everything's already on one mat. So let's see if we can get everything on one. That would be super awesome. That's too much. We might not be able to do it on one, but I don't know. Let's see what we have. Let's move those two out. Let's move that. If only this was just a little bit skinnier. Let's see. Okay, that's not going to work. All right. You're going to need to do this on two gray sheets, basically. So what I like to do is I always use a 12 by 24 mat. And then I end up putting two 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock on here. And then now I just make it as efficient as possible. So like, let's see what we have here. But this little, it's so close to being all on one. That's such a shame. All right. But see, like this is all efficient. So if you think of a 12 by 12, you still have all of this and this for your next cut. And then this, you know, I mean, that's just, it is what it is. Our black ones, can we, I feel like we can consolidate a little bit. Like this piece, let's select that, go to the 3 dots, move to another mat. And let's put that with this one. And rotate it. I think it will fit. Yay! All right, so we saved one piece of black cardstock. Let's see what else. Can we do more? I think this one can be consolidated with this one. So move to another mat. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's see. Can we? Oh, it's close. I think that works. I see a little sliver and a little sliver. Yay! All right, so we went from 6 pieces of black cardstock to 4. I do like for the black background, I use 65-pound cardstock. Okay, let's see. Now her face. Let's try it. I don't know if we can fit it, but let's do 12 by 24. Yeah, there's no way. I thought maybe this could go up here. Almost. It's going to be close because it's at that 12. Let me see. Can this be moved any other way? Oh, wait. But this hand. It's so close. No. Yeah, there's no way. It's going to have to be 2 sheets. But you could do that. Sorry. Okay. Here are her eyebrows. I would probably do something like this. This is her hair. Her hair, I think, can be better. Let's make this 12 by 24 and see what we have. Okay, so we have this. We can move over. That one's going to have to be by itself, I think. And then we have this one little piece on here, which we can move. So we went from 3 pages to 2 pages of cardstock. I think that's a win. Okay. And then her hair you can put down here. So on this piece of cardstock, you would have like 4 by 12. That's a pretty sizable piece left over. Okay, let's look at this. This can be better. This can be moved over here. This can be moved over here even. Actually, will that fit? No, but you know what? If we had separate this into 3 pieces, everything would have fit over here. It's okay. We can do this though. This is not bad. Okay, her eyes are good. Her lips are good. All right, do we miss anything? Oh, the white. All right, the white definitely, I don't know, Cricut, what you're thinking. Let's make this 12 by 24. And there's no way that thing was that big. think Design Space is acting up just a little bit right now. So let's just move all these little pieces and see. Yeah, all of these pieces should be moved to the other mat. I think we can fit all the white onto a 12 by 12 or 12 by 24. Definitely not the 4 sheets that it thought, but I think we could probably do 2, maybe even 1, because we started to group them. Yeah, you know what? Let's move all this up and see what we have. Okay, you're going to have to move everything over, but all the white will fit on 1 piece of cardstock. Move to another mat, move to this one. So instead of 4 sheets, we're going to get it on 1. Yeah, I definitely think we can fit it on 1. See, that fits. And then we have just a few more pieces, the 2 eyes. Just move to another mat. And then just 1 piece left. Yeah. This can, I mean, you can see, like, you can really, oops, you want this eye. Yeah, all of that fit. That was great. So you're going to need 1 sheet of white, 2 sheets of the silver, 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets of black, 2 sheets for the skin, 1 little sliver for the eyebrow, 2 for the hair, and then your blues, and then her lips. And we're done. All right, I hope that was helpful. Please tag me on your post. I'd love to see what colors you choose or, how you do yours. All right, good night.